If you suddenly noticed a strange mark on your palm, would you ignore it or pause and listen to the message the universe might be whispering? Because the truth is, not everyone has hands like yours. There are certain types of hands believed to appear only in people with high-frequency energy. Souls who came into this world with a mission, even if they haven't fully remembered it yet. And here's the astonishing part. Your hands knew before your mind did. Every line, curve, and shape, seemingly random, are, in many ancient traditions, the script of the soul. They hold clues about who you are, why you're here, and even what your spirit has carried from lifetimes before. Have you ever felt out of place in the world? Ever sensed the answer before the question even formed? Do strangers open up to you, or do you absorb the emotions of others like a mirror? That's not coincidence, and it's not your imagination. In this video, we're uncovering 3 types of hands commonly found in high-vibration souls. People with sharp intuition, spiritual sensitivity, and often a hidden calling to heal, guide, or awaken others. And if one of them sounds like your hand, then this isn't just a video. It's a wake-up call. Your hand isn't just holding the present. It's holding a message from your soul, waiting for you to remember. 1. Water hand, the sensitive heart of the universe. If your hand has long, slender fingers, a rectangular palm, and soft or slightly moist skin, you might be carrying one of the most emotionally intuitive and spiritually attuned hand types, the water hand. This is the hand of someone who doesn't just see the world, they feel it deeply. You can often sense what others are feeling even if they don't say a word. You may walk into a room and instantly pick up on the emotional atmosphere, knowing if something feels heavy, tense, or full of warmth. People with water hands are known for their natural emotional sensitivity and deep intuition. Others often feel safe, understood, and comforted in your presence. You're the kind of person others confide in without knowing why, simply because your energy is gentle, compassionate, and grounding. Whether you're in the healing arts, creative work, or simply the friend everyone turns to, you are likely radiating a subtle energy that calms and soothes those around you. But this gift comes with a lesson. You must protect your own energy. Because you absorb so much from others, you may find yourself drained, overwhelmed, or emotionally exhausted without knowing why. It's essential to recharge in solitude, connect with nature, or practice grounding techniques like meditation or breath work. If you have the water hand, this is a powerful message from your soul. You were born to connect, to feel, to love, and to heal the world through your quiet, empathetic presence. You are not fragile. You are water, soft, flowing, but strong enough to reshape even the hardest stone. 2. Fire hand, the flame that awakens a sleeping world. Do you have a wide palm, short fingers, and warm, dry skin? If so, you might be carrying a fire hand, the hand of someone who came here to ignite, lead, and awaken. People with fire hands aren't meant to sit on the sidelines. You're the spark that sets things in motion, a catalyst for inspiration and transformation. Your energy is like a flame, hot, bold, and impossible to ignore. You walk into a room and everything begins to shift. You act on instinct. You just know when something needs to happen. And when you believe in something, others can feel it. You don't need to demand attention. Your inner fire naturally draws people in. This is the hand of a natural motivator, a leader, a trailblazer, a rule breaker with purpose. You don't live to please others. You live to burn through what's outdated, making space for new beginnings. But fire needs to be balanced. Without awareness, you may burn too fast, exhausting yourself or charging into things that aren't aligned with your soul. The key is learning to sustain your fire, not just spark it. When you master that, you become a steady light for those who've lost their way. If you have a fire hand, remember, you didn't come here just to shine for yourself. You came to ignite transformation. And sometimes all it takes is for you to believe in your inner flame, and the whole world begins to glow. The 3, the spiritually marked hand, when the universe etches a code into your palm. Have you ever noticed a mysterious X, a tiny star, or even a subtle cross shape in the center of your palm? If so, stop and look closer, because what you're seeing may not be just a wrinkle or random line. It could be a cosmic code etched into your skin as a rare sign that your soul carries a deeper mission. Out of millions of hands in the world, only a few bear these sacred markings. In spiritual traditions, they're called mystic markings, signs often found on awakened souls or those in the process of remembering who they truly are. People with spiritually marked hands often don't feel like they fully belong in the world. Since childhood, you may have felt like an outsider, sensitive, curious, and pulled toward things most others overlook. You might experience strong intuition, repeated synchronicities, vivid dreams, or a deep craving to understand your soul's purpose. You don't have to call yourself a healer, a teacher, or a guide, but your presence has likely already healed and awakened others, quietly, effortlessly, just by being you. People may come to you for comfort, clarity, or a sense of peace, because something in you reminds them of something they haven't remembered yet. These markings aren't there to make you special. They're gentle reminders from your soul that you came here with a sacred contract, and even if your mind has forgotten, your body has not. So take another look at your hand. If you see unusual signs etched into your palm, don't ignore them. You don't just have a destiny. You are the destiny someone else is waiting for. And your hand, right now, is quietly awakening that truth. Number 4, the healer's hand, when your presence alone is a kind of magic. Have you ever wondered why people come to you when they're sad, confused, or overwhelmed? You don't need to say much. You don't need to fix anything. But somehow, just being around you makes them feel lighter. That's not a coincidence. You may be carrying the hand of a soul-born healer, someone whose energy soothes, uplifts, and reconnects others, often without even trying. This type of hand doesn't follow a strict physical template, but it often features delicate interwoven lines, forming an intricate map of emotional and spiritual sensitivity. Sometimes you may notice an X, a star, or soft supporting lines near the center of the palm, signs of someone deeply attuned to others' feelings. Those with a healer's hand tend to have strong emotional intuition. You don't just observe pain, you feel it as if it were your own. But rather than drowning in that sensitivity, you transform it into compassion, into calm, into quiet understanding. You might work in caregiving, therapy, education, the arts, or spiritual spaces. Or you might simply be the person everyone turns to when life feels heavy, because they know, even if they don't know why, that your presence makes everything softer. Your gift isn't in what you do, it's in who you are. Healing flows from you, not because you try, but because you're living in alignment with your true self. If this is your hand, trust this. You don't need to force your light to shine. You are the light. Gentle, steady, and irreplaceable. Shot 5, the guide's hand, when your uniqueness is your greatest power. Some people aren't meant to follow the crowd. They don't fit neatly into systems or play by conventional rules. They carry something within them, something different. And that difference is exactly what draws others in. If you have a hand with a broad palm, well-proportioned firm fingers, and strong defined lines, it may be the mark of a natural guide. You have the ability to see beyond limitations, to recognize potential where others only see obstacles. People with this type of hand often carry a quiet, innate leadership energy. You don't need to be in the spotlight or hold a title. Your leadership flows from wisdom, presence, and lived experience. You don't need to prove you're right. People feel safe, seen, and steady just being around you. You may not even realize the impact you have, but your words, your timing, your perspective, even your silence, have the power to redirect someone's path. You inspire not through force, but through authenticity. You lead not by control, but by example. That said, true guides are often forged through challenge. You've likely faced your own storms, walked through fire, and emerged with a deeper clarity. And now your life becomes a lantern, not just for you, but for others still walking in the dark. If you have this kind of hand, trust the quiet authority within you. You're not just walking your path, you're creating one. And sometimes all it takes is for you to keep moving forward, and others will find the courage to follow. 6, the hand of karmic memory, when your palm becomes the map of a timeless soul. Some hands don't just hold the present, they carry the silent etchings of centuries past. Interwoven lines, broken paths, crisscrossed markings, faint but persistent traces along the flesh, these are not random. They are soul-engraved memories, carved into your palm long before you were born. If your palm resembles a labyrinth of layered symbols and shifting paths, it may be a sign that you carry the map of karma, a sacred imprint of unfinished stories, past life echoes, and ancient lessons your soul chose to revisit in this lifetime. You are not just someone with a 30-year or 40-year history. You are a traveler of lifetimes, one who has loved, lost, fallen, and returned, now standing at the threshold of remembering. Those with karmic hands often experience intense catalytic chapters, powerful relationships that shift the core of who they are, dreams that repeat like forgotten messages, or patterns that loop until the soul finally sees the truth. It's not punishment, it's invitation. A whisper from the universe, you've been here before. This time, choose differently. These lines don't predict doom, they reveal doorways. Doorways into old contracts, forgotten promises, and the healing waiting on the other side of remembrance. If you carry this hand, don't fear your past. Face it. Look closely at your palm, where time collapses, where memories bleed into destiny. And know this, you are not trapped in karma. You are the one opening the gate to freedom. Your hand doesn't lie. It holds the truth your soul has been whispering all along. You might forget. Your mind might get swept away by the noise of everyday life, expectations, roles, pressure, doubt, but your hand remembers. It quietly records everything your soul has always known, your purpose, your essence, your path. Whether you carry the hand of a healer, a flame bearer, a guide, or a soul shaped by lifetimes, one thing is clear. You've never been lost. You've only been waiting for the moment you'd finally look closer. Not with your eyes, but with your heart. With stillness, with a breath where everything quiets down and the truth can rise. Because what you've been seeking isn't far away. It's right here in your palm. A map, a sign, a sacred invitation. It's time to remember. It's time to return. If these words resonate with something deep within you, don't keep it to yourself. Leave a comment below. I am ready to listen to my hand and my soul. And if someone in your life needs to hear this message, send them this video. Because sometimes a single outstretched hand is all it takes to begin the journey back home.